Yeah.
Hey guys, so Abbas and I have come across a lot of issues within Facebook algorithms, and as we all know, Facebook is constantly changing.
Every single month.
Every single month, without a doubt. Facebook algorithms change. Everything changes. Facebook is consistently and constantly making changes into the Facebook algorithm to make the experience of the user, whether it be an advertiser or a consumer, or just a regular user, to the best of their ability to be as positive as possible. When we send something in the group, we want you guys to understand that we don't just do it to waste your time. We do it because we see value in it.
We've obviously watched it first before we sent it. Yeah.
Yes. So I probably watch about 25 to 45% of a video before I send it in the group. So that means if a video is 30 minutes long, I'm spending about anywhere from 7 minutes to 15 minutes going through this and making sure that you guys can get value out of this as much as possible. If I find it's all poppycock, I'm off. That's it. Bye. I won't send it. I won't send something like that. But you guys need to understand that everything that's sent in the group it's good. Everything that we send in the group is sent motivational. So basically, I want to hear a show of hands. How many people are actually going through training?
Whether it's ACE training, whether it's YouTube training, whether it's anything, any kind of training.
One person. I can see one person.
Yeah.
Okay. I can see a couple people now. But what you guys have to understand is the people who go through training are the people who win. You want to win? Then show me you want to win. You want to understand Facebook algorithms? You guys got to do the Facebook algorithm training. Now, ACE doesn't have everything that we need to, so we need to look for a higher level of education. The best thing is most of this information, about 95% of it is for free.
Yep.
Okay? You just got to, okay, so like a lot of the stuff on YouTube is stuff to do with Shopify. But you can watch that video and get probably about 3 or 4 points that you can actually access to your page. Okay, that's basically what we do. We need to stop thinking like employees and start thinking like entrepreneurs and take value in what you guys learn. Okay? All right, so this whole thing is about Facebook disapprovals. This whole Zoom. Okay, because we had a couple people have issues. So we went and trained our asses off to you guys as well as everything that we know. So bring you guys up with scratch.
Not much has changed, to be honest.
Not much has changed. It's still basically the same thing, but Facebook is just being a little bit more stricter. From the months, say November to March, Facebook kind of tightens in.
Eventually lets loose.
Yeah, it tightens in like a guitar string. It tightens the guitar strings really tight. And then from March to the rest of the year, it lets go. That's what we found advertising on Facebook. I feel like, you know,
every single year happens. This is like a second year now, so every single year happens.
Yeah.
Happened to Brody about 3-4 months ago.
Yeah. So you guys should be preparing for the worst before you guys prepare for the best. How do you guys prepare for the best? Prepare for your page to get shut down. Prepare for your AdSense to get shut down. Prepare for your ads to get disapproved. Because if you guys prepare for the worst, that's the worst that can happen. The best can happen easier.
It's true. I get you trying to say, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
So even us, Abbas and I, the reason why we're on so much different platforms is because if our page was to shut down, we have other means of making, you know, putting food on our table.
Yeah, because I remember when we first started with the Asian initiative, it was strictly Facebook. And when we mentioned Instagram and other platforms, no, it was strictly Facebook. And we didn't like it. We didn't like it. We know as people, as consumers, we see people as omnipresent. Any business is omnipresent. We see them on Instagram, we see them on YouTube, we see them on Facebook, we see them on Google. So it didn't really make sense for people just to advertise one way. Yeah.
When Facebook started to get tighter in disapproval rates and approval rates, everyone's like, oh my God, I need to find somewhere else. We're like, I told you. But we had already put down the cement for the foundation before it got that way. Okay, so let's talk about your health of your ad account. So this is what gets your, let's talk about what gets your page disapproved. Your ad account is everything. Your Facebook ad account is what is used to advertise on Facebook. So if Facebook thinks, okay, Facebook deems you as a great advertiser.
Mom?
Yes?
Can I take this to school?
No.
You can get a bed though.
No. I want to take this to school.
We're recording.
I'm recording. You know that, yeah?
To Wait.
Just go to watch TV. Sorry, guys. Thank you. Sorry about that, guys. So your ad account is basically what makes Facebook go, okay, this person's a really good advertiser.
Like
I'm going to show.
That's the offer.
Yes, that's a really good way of thing. It's basically your ad account is the heart of the body. Okay. So there's a way of actually showing your relevancy score, and there's actually a way of showing your account health. Now, I'm going to actually show you guys how to find this. Let's share my screen. All right, so let's go to your ads manager. Oh, mine's up there. My bad. I actually got it ready for you guys. So go to the burger, the 3 lines. Okay. And where did I go? It's not ads reporting. Account quality. Okay. And whenever you guys are reviewing an ad, or there's something that's reversed, or something that's waiting for another review, you'll find it here. Now, bear in mind, depending on whoever's watching this recording, when you guys are watching this, this is going to change. Now, you guys can change the ad account depending, okay, like us, we have multiple ad accounts, okay, and you guys can change the time frame as well. That's one way to do it. Another way to do your ad reporting is go to back to the hamburger and go to ads reporting. And you'll actually create a report of all the ads that you have running at the moment. Now, obviously, this doesn't show me because I just have to add the actual different ad accounts. Here it says 1 ad account, 28-day click, 1-day review. You just got to change that to the different ad accounts, and it's very easy to change. Now, your account health is dependent on whether or not your ad is susceptible or not. And if I'm not mistaken, you can actually check. Oops, I forgot to share. I'm doing it without sharing. Just give me a second. So either on your phone, or because I've seen it before, if you go to your page, it will actually tell you how much people have had a negative review on your page. So the more likely people are to report your page, the more likely it's going to be get shut down. If people feel like you're constantly selling, you're constantly selling, you're constantly like boasting, you're constantly talking crap, and you're not really here to help the consumer, then...
Notice how she said consumer, it's all about the consumer.
Yeah.
It always is about consumer, the actual person that's spending more time on Facebook. Correct.
So we'll go to page transparency. Go to ads library. Okay, and either on your phone, I've seen it before, either on your phone, it will actually give a review of how much people said a thumbs up or thumbs down. There's another way to see it is when you actually click the post and you can see the negative responses. So like an angry face, that's a negative response. Or anything, any comment. Okay, so the ratio was, okay, so let me see something that has a bad review. Hold on. So like anything with wow, heart, or like, Facebook will show more. But anything with the angry face, Facebook will show less. Okay? That's the thing. So it takes, think about it in your mind, it takes 10 to 15 positive reviews to drown out 1 negative review.
Sucks.
It sucks, but it is. It is so. So I don't want you guys to spend time. If someone calls your ad a scam.
That's why you never reply, because then he keeps replying, but he might always friends to come and tease you. You can try and say, I said, never reply. Just block and delete straight away. Don't give him any time.
Not only.
Whenever we drop a new ad, it always happens to us. Whenever we drop a new ad, at the moment we drop a new ad, we're getting negative and positive. Negative and positive. Don't even reply.
Don't even reply?
So some people that actually send me negative stuff actually inbox me and say, hey, is this really for real? Don't reply to them.
Don't even give them your time, your energy. Not only is it diminishing to your energy, but it's actually diminishing to your page as well. Okay? Now, Brody used to actually reply to them.
Just like send them a video and all that kind of stuff, and try and prove himself, and you didn't need to.
And obviously, Brody's page got shut down, so he made it bring it. Okay? So think about it that way, guys. Okay? It takes, what, 10 to 15 did I say?
Yes.
10 to 15 positive reviews to drown out 1 negative review. Is it worth it?
But luckily, but we always get a lot more positive and negative anyway.
Correct.
I'm pretty sure most of you guys get a lot of likes than angry faces.
Don't worry, I'm going to show you guys how to get more positive reviews anyway. Okay. So next question is, why am I getting disapproved? Now, if you've been in the game for a little while and you just continue to get disapproved, it's a lot of things, but one of the main reasons is Facebook thinks that your ads is really negative. And it's going to have a negative impact on the consumer.
Easy fix.
Easy fix. So I've actually found, and I'll be dropping this link in the chat. So, where is it? Here. So I'll be dropping this link in the chat. Whenever you guys are making an ad or a head title, I want you guys to write it here. So if I was to go and write, I hate everyone, and then press analyze, it'll give me negative. This text is negative. But if I was to write, I love everyone, and then analyze, it'll give me a positive review.
There's also neutral, yeah?
And there's also neutral.
There's also neutral.
Also, you can actually add your ad text in here. So let's go.
Just use one of my posts right there. Just saying that.
Not our post? Okay.
The post you saw right there. The airplane one.
All right, so.
I reckon that'll be neutral, the airplane one.
Airplane. Let me just go down to post.
There's literally a couple more down.
Don't worry, guys. I'll be dropping this in the chat so you guys can use it.
Yeah, right there.
Okay. So let's just go across this. Okay. For example, to post. Go back to the analyzer.
Just say like this is an ad right now and you want to drop it.
Okay. Analyze.
Positive.
Positive.
It tells you also here.
It says neutral 1%, polar 0.9%, polarity, whatever.
Yeah, negative 0.2.
Okay. Now, I want you guys to be so susceptible to this. I want you guys to write down every single head title on your page.
Yeah, because some people even use this even for normal posts. So make sure that it's always more positive than negative.
Okay. So I want you guys, if you guys are getting disapproved, use this Facebook analyzer.
Why?
To find out why.
Because machines, yeah? I'm pretty sure that's how they set up anyway.
Yeah. I'm going to talk about the Facebook robots a little bit later. But basically, in the most simplest way possible, before I go into detail about it, is Facebook robots pick up on these negativity. If there's a negative word, Facebook will show it to less people. And you want your page.
Like that, it will show it to more people that they think that will be more, like think that in an example, if it's negative, it will show more people that follow more negative stuff, more negative pages.
That's why you
most likely you get negative comments.
Correct.
Because it's like, okay, this person likes to watch Raw. It likes people's page about these other people.
Yeah.
So I want to show this post because it's more negative to this person.
Okay. So that's why am I getting disapproved? Now, if you guys are getting disapproved on a constant basis, so say for example, we launch 3 ads at the same time, we're thinking, 1 gets approved, 2 get disapproved. It could actually be the demographic. So the demographic that you have chosen, Facebook has gone, nah, this is wrong. I don't like the demographic that you've chosen. Okay? Or the age group that you've chosen. Or something that you've chosen. If Facebook doesn't give you a review, don't waste your time, change it. If Facebook, and lately Facebook has not given you a chance to review, if Facebook doesn't give you a chance to review, change it. Okay? Prevention is better than cure. For a lot of you guys, for a very constant basis, you get 1 disapproved after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other. What does that mean? You need to consistently change your strategy in order for you to gain the consumer like opinion. Because we say we're biased, but until you put it out in the open with Facebook, then we don't know how it is.
Exactly.
It's exactly what we mean.
The waters. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. So prevention is better than cure. So on your page, are you guys sharing value? Just value. Are you always selling? Does every single post have a call to action? If every single post has a call to action, Facebook will show naturally your shit to less people.
Because, like, in case I've noticed, if you ever put an ad out there and you're not inviting, you're just talking, they drop in value, they always approve it. So if you guys can put an ad out there that's more about, dropping value than actual ad indirectly, you're always going to get approved, no matter what.
Yep. So think about, so this is where personal development comes in. Every single one of you guys should be reading. If I ask you guys and you guys aren't reading, then there's a reason why your posts are not getting up there.
Yeah, getting more valuable and all that kind of stuff. And you also realize when we're not reading, but sometimes on our girl lives we'll talk about one thing, but when we're reading, we just want to, rhythm. We want to talk about everything at the same time because we just learned so much that week.
Yeah.
That's when you realize most people shit. If they haven't got notes, they want to talk about one thing. They end up talking about a million stuff.
Yeah.
Because they've learned so much.
Yeah.
That's how you realize sometimes people, they stop reading.
Also,
but look at Bill Gates. He's a billionaire. He still reads every single day.
Also,
has nothing to do with it.
For the fact that whenever you guys see us doing a very spontaneous go live, it's because we got inspired then and there until Monday, and we couldn't wait till Monday.
Yeah, we just couldn't.
And that happened.
And that should be you guys as well. Whenever something just inspires you, just share it. Because most likely someone else might have read it from the same book, but the way you said it resonated with them a lot more than they said it.
Correct.
I mean, because most of his self-help books, you must admit, the Bible says it, the Quran says it, you can try to say, but just in different words.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Most of the positive stuff,
as well.
It's different perspective. You might have a different perspective.
Yeah.
The way you might say is differently to I might say it, and you might get more attention than the way I said it.
Yeah. So if your photo quality isn't 100%, so if your photos on your page aren't eye-catching, if your videos are not eye-catching, if your head titles are not eye-catching, if you're always selling to the consumer, do you think that Facebook will shut down your page? Yes. Which brings us to the next one, consumer versus advertiser. Facebook, yes, we make Facebook a lot of money as Facebook advertisers, but Facebook will always, always, always favor the consumer over the advertiser.
Because either way, they make more money when people are actually more on it.
Correct.
Facebook wants to own your time. It's clear. That's what they want. Back in the day, they were competing with no one. Now they're competing with YouTube. That's why they want more videos out there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because they want to compete with YouTube.
Yeah. So if you're so this is why I say make your own content. That's why I say so whenever you guys you like a video on YouTube and you share the actual link, Facebook hates people getting off the platform to another platform.
So example, if Safa likes the YouTube link and she puts it on Facebook, that means if someone clicks on it, they're leaving Facebook. You can say, so if you put that on your fan page, okay, this person is getting people to leave.
Yes.
Facebook. Yeah.
So that's why we tell you guys, and which brings us onto our next challenge, which is I will announce it after. You need to learn how to put these inspiring words into your own words for your own content. A video, you like a video, turn into your own words. If you like something, turn into your own words. Just transfer it onto you. If you like a quote, don't go copying the quote. Make your own damn quote.
Unless you really like it so much, just put on your content, but say the person's name. Say their name.
Yes. So what I usually do is if I like someone's content and I go research and it's like, okay, no one really said this, or they said this in a specific way. If I can change it, if I can put it into my own words, that's my content. So I can put Al-Chami with my logo underneath it. Does that make sense? Go into change and move into making your own content valuable, stylish, and eye-catching. But with you in it. Okay?
Like even the content yesterday was so powerful, and I actually liked it as well. But even that girl that you follow,
Mel Robbins.
Yeah, Mel Robbins actually liked it and commented on her.
I'll show you guys. So
this girl she almost has 1 million followers, correct?
So Mel Robbins is basically the lady that wrote 5 Second Rule.
Basically, or did?
She wrote 5 Second Rule.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hold up.
You might not want to put your password where it's
Yeah.
So you might have to stop sharing.
Give me 1 second, guys. Let me just put in.
Because this video's on YouTube, then you don't want to be doing it.
That'll be great. Give me a second, guys. Oh, it's loading now. Okay, come on. I don't know what happened. Let me just close the app. I'll just wait for it to pop up. But you guys get it regardless. I made my own content. I liked, there was a trend happening. I really don't know what's going to happen. There was a trend happening. You guys can go on my Facebook. It wasn't today's content. It was yesterday's content with the grid.
Yeah.
I really like people's content.
Most people putting Facebook, me on Facebook, me on Instagram, me on
like Twitter,
TikTok, and me
and like on Tinder.
All different people.
Okay, and they're all different photos. For me, it was the same me, just different poses. And you guys can go on my Facebook. Not only did I get a lot of traction, but Mel Robbins, yes, the Mel Robbins commented and liked my photo. Yes, Mel Robbins. This is like one of my favorite authors ever. Okay, like one of her books changed my life. Okay, so who is going to grab the attention? Whose attention are you gonna grab with your content? Putting it in your own words and putting your own style to it. Okay, that's why we go through different ways of you making your content stylish. Sorry, guys. Adequate. You guys need to think about that. So Facebook will always value the consumer over the advertiser. If you're selling, you're going to be shown less. If you're copying, you're going to be shown less. Algorithm, your posts. Now, Gary Vee speaks about a way of structuring posts. It's a jab, 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 right hook. Now, if you guys know boxing,
jab, jab, left hook or right hook. So right 2 jabs, not
jab, 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 right hook. Or you can do 2. Regardless, it's better if you like. Okay, so what it means is, if you guys have ever like watched boxing, jab, 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 right hook. When you give them the right hook, that's hitting with the business opportunity. Abbas and I's content always follows this.
And have you realized Gary Vee, you never know what the hell he's selling. Even to know, you do a bit of research, you never know what the hell he's selling. He's always giving out value, but I don't know what the hell he's selling. I know he owns like shares in Call of Duty. I know he owns shares, obviously alcohol and all that kind of stuff, but he uploads content every single day. I don't even know what he's inviting you to. I actually truly believe he's not inviting to nothing.
I think he just genuinely likes making content.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what I'm trying to say here is your post should follow a structure. It doesn't go right hook, right hook, right hook, right hook, right hook. No. Or jab, 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 jab. No. If you're jabbing all the time, people don't know what the hell you're selling. If you're right hooking all the time, you're like too much in people's face. So jab, 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 right hook. On my Instagram, I also follow this very strategically. Yep. Just like on our page, we upload post, go live video. I do 1 video a week or 2 videos a week, and my feed is very colorful because that's my personality. I don't like this like quote 1, quote 3. I don't like that. It just doesn't work with me. Okay, so your post should follow style.
Like when you just copy and paste quotes, I just believe you're helping other people. Help yourself. Because I believe anyone can just copy and paste post or a book onto that.
Yep.
But you taking time and effort, people actually notice that. People actually notice that. Okay, this person actually gives a shit about his followers. He's not just copying, or she's not just copying and pasting and put on their page. This guy actually, they're taking the time in their content, and they realize, eventually people realize that you actually take your time and put stuff into your content.
Pay attention to every single platform.
Yeah.
Original content goes further. Always. Original content goes further on Facebook. It goes further on Instagram. It goes further on TikTok. It goes further on YouTube. It goes further on Twitter. Original content goes further on any other platform. Okay? Which brings us to our next point. In your Facebook disapprovals, this is like, they're little mistakes, but they cause big issues. So things like credit card failures. So if your card declines.
I even heard PayPal. I don't even like you
using PayPal.
Because it takes them 3-4 days for them to clear out your account. You know what I mean? So I heard, that's what I've heard as well. That's what I've heard.
Yeah, well, a lot of the time, The reason why we've heard it is because a lot of the time when you guys attach a PayPal to your ad account, sometimes it doesn't like it.
But no, sometimes also our personal experience. Sometimes it only takes PayPal, but sometimes it doesn't want to take PayPal.
Just use PayPal as a backup, but not a primary.
I get it. Yeah.
So use it as a backup, but don't ever use it as a primary. Your primary should be a credit card or a debit card with money always in it. You should know what day you're going to be charged for a cycle.
That was on 26.
26 or 27.
Then third, then yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You should go into your billing and see what day Facebook Facebook charges you, how much you usually spend per month, and then put it on your calendar. Credit card failures are detrimental to your account health. Budget end. Don't ever run an ad with a budget end.
Yeah.
Don't ever.
Even if it's split testing.
Split testing. Why? Okay. So imagine your ad wants to run. Okay. Imagine a dog on a leash, and his dog wants to go nuts. You've locked this dog in a freaking damn room for 1 week. First thing he wants to do as soon as he gets out of the gate is run, and you got that leash on him. Doesn't want to be restricted. That's what ad budget ending does. Holds you damn back. Because if you have a fire ad and you have that leash on it, it won't go far.
It's true. Because what happens if it kicks off and it gets cut off? It's like it done nothing.
Exactly. Okay? So that's detrimental. Turning off your ad set. Please, 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 please don't ever turn off your ad set. Please. Why? Can you tell me why this?
That's how you get leads.
Not only that, don't ever turn off the ad set. It makes the algorithm start all over again.
I don't know, but by saying that, don't ever turn it off, how about if it's not working?
No, only turn it off. I'm talking about don't turn it off if it's working.
Yeah, obviously.
So like don't turn it off if you have no budget in like your credit card. You guys should know exactly how much. That's why we go through budget in our ad sets.
Yeah.
You should know how much you can spend every single day. So I wouldn't, if you can't afford $40 a day, don't run an ad for $40 a day.
It's true.
Okay. So be very strategic as to how much you can spend per day. So at the end of the month, you can continue it. But don't ever turn off an ad set that's working. Ever. Unless you're getting like $20 leads. Okay?
It's not worth it no more.
Exactly.
If you're spending $5 a day to get $20 leads, then
yeah.
That means every single 4 days you're getting one lead.
Yeah. And anything to do with payment issues. These are little mistakes, but they cause big issues with your ad set. Because if Facebook knows that you, okay, it's like a credit card check, right? It's a credit check. If Facebook knows that you always pay your stuff on time, they're going to love you. Give Facebook a headache, it'll give you a headache. That's the easiest way I can think about it.
People don't like people chasing their money. No one likes chasing their money.
Now,
it's like, I'll put you out there before you even paid me. And pay me on time.
Yeah. So which brings us to our next one, positivity check, which is I show you exactly how to show that. So I want you to go through, please use the emotional word wheel to use happy words and more positive words. So go through and say the most, and then go on Facebook and Google and write 100 most happy words or positive words. Use them in your ad set.
It leads you also to your post. Even a post can be negative and positive. Like the colors that, that satisfies people's brains. Like Google, when you ever see Google, it's very satisfying, that color. I believe Mac is as well.
Yeah. So every color, you guys can go research this. Every color plays a specific trait in someone's mind. That's why food is usually red and yellow and blue. These denote food. There's a reason why a rose is red and it denotes love. Colors denote different things. Go and do your research about it and find out what it goes through. Now, your photo. Now, if you guys, we can be as biased can be, but if your photo isn't eye-catching and won't let you click on it and it's not congruent with the ad set, axe it. Axe it.
Yeah.
If your ad set, if your photo isn't eye-popping enough, not stylish enough, doesn't have appealing colors, it's too dark, you look like you're in a deep dark dungeon, what's it called yourself, then your photo won't get any attraction. Facebook and Instagram are very aesthetically pleasing platforms.
More Instagram, I believe.
More Instagram. But if you're running, most of the time when we run an ad on Facebook and Instagram, the colors are appealing. That's why I go to such lengths as every single time we go out for content or anywhere.
I realize these days Facebook's turning more into news, or just me? Like, is there more news, or is it just my followers and my page? I believe maybe if you run an ad like the news,
using statistics.
Yeah, then maybe I feel like no one does that. I don't think everyone's ever taught us that. You know, like run an ad like the news, breaking news. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'll just let's get to me right now.
Yeah.
Because I've noticed they're always pushing news. But news,
it's a good way to say it.
I find news a bit negative as well. It's weird. I don't know.
So the way you guys can do it is Facebook advertisers and consumers are getting so bored of the normal escaping 9 to 5, doing this. Naturally, people don't want to see it anymore. So structure your ad no longer like an ad. Okay? Structure your ad no longer like an ad. That's why less story ads, more video ads. I'm just going to say it straight, plain and simple. Less story ads, less photos, story photo, and more video ads.
I believe that's crucial because, like I said, Facebook wants to compete with YouTube. So they want more. They want like they actually want more videos.
So
that's much of at least.
Yeah, and which brings us to, like I said, we're going to add the challenge at the end of this. Comments. If you get a negative comment, like I said before, detrimental to your positivity check. Sale. Are you always selling in your posts? Is your ad so like plain black and white that there's no sort of emotion in your ads? If people sense that you're just trying to sell them, they won't even read. Okay? You need to structure your ad no longer like an ad and be open-minded in the way you structure the ad. So go and do your research and structure the ad like it's telling a story. Okay? Disapproval rates. Robots. The first time an ad goes through and it disapproves, a robot checks it. So if it's negative, like we said, the positive checker before, if it's negative, it won't get approved. If it's got straight away a negative review, or you've used a ad word that is not allowed, they won't let it through. If an ad gets disapproved 3 times, scrap it. Don't even use the URL anymore. Delete it off your page and then make a new one. If that ad gets disapproved, delete it. If that ad gets approved, okay, you focus on a new ad. Don't even waste your time editing it. Don't. Make a brand new ad with a different story, different photo, different video.
What people like to say is don't get like emotionally attached to your ad. Ever. Yeah,
ever. Right now, Abbas and I are not attached to any of our ads. We understand that. I think last year, so in 2018 to the beginning of 2019, I wrote 11 ads from November to March. I wrote 11 story ads. Not one of them got any leads. Did I get emotionally attached to some of them? Yeah. But did it teach me that I needed to go into video ads? Absolutely. Okay. Think of it as a ballpark. And the first sprint, like you can either sprint or be in a marathon. You're in a marathon. You're not a sprint. Okay. Also, it teaches you how to change and articulate your words as well. Okay. Review etiquette. Now, if Facebook does give you a chance to review, be professional as possible.
Crucial, not the demand.
Okay. Be professional. Okay. Like, I don't want you guys to say, I don't freaking understand why this is getting disapproved. Blah, 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 blah. I demand for you to prove it. They are not going to prove everything because guess what? They're in control. As a marketer, yes, when leads come in, we're in control. When you're speaking to Facebook, they're in control. So they can, by a click of a button, disapprove your whole page and there goes all your followers. Okay? You need to be professional. You need to provide a statement as to why you think it's otherwise. If they say that you're promoting an MLM and you're not, you need to specifically apply it. You need to make sure that it's professional and the etiquette is like so nice and professional. It's like you're writing something to a judge. Because you're putting this in front of the Facebook judge.
True.
Okay? Do not, like I said, do not ever demand. you demand, you risk everything being gone. Okay? Now, we are preparing you guys for the worst. If you guys were to get your Facebook disapproved right now, your ad accounts all shut down, what would you guys do? You probably would cry and give up.
No, I know one person here won't. Because I've seen people like 1,000 times.
You guys probably cry for a little bit, get upset. But in the end, you guys need to prevent it from happening. Stay on top of this stuff. Okay, does anyone have any questions before we go into the next little section? You guys can unmute yourself.
Yeah, these days it's like, the way I look at it, it's like a rental, man. Like when you have a house, they can get rid of you whenever they want. We don't own Facebook, we don't own Instagram. But why we jump on different platforms is because, you know, it's like renting multiple houses. If this place can sell with another house, you're going to say you got backup. There's heaps of other platforms besides TikTok, besides Instagram, besides, what else do we use? Apparently there's even like dating apps these days. You can even advertise your stuff. Even
you can
YouTube.
advertise on Snapchat.
Yeah, you can advertise heaps of social media stuff. You know, you can just jump on Google, the most trafficking, the most used apps these days.
Yeah.
You can always advertise on those, and each platform allows different stuff. That's why it's like renting multiple houses in case they kick you out one day, or in case there's nothing. I don't want this person on Facebook no more ever again. Kick him out.
Yeah. So every single person here should be running an ad right now. So this is relevant to each and every single one of you, unless you guys have got your ads disapproved. But you guys should be in the advertising space, which means you are an Facebook advertiser. When you guys are making your ads, you need to think like a Facebook consumer. Okay? You need to think of it like a Facebook consumer. Did you unmute yourself?
Yeah. Brian?
Yeah. Sorry, I want to ask, you know, if you don't post like every single day, that the algorithm it changes too, man. Like, yeah. So if you just like, if you miss one day, like it can set you back as well, right?
Yeah.
So what you do, the best thing to fix that up, if just in case something does happen, just upload next day, early in the morning, then upload in the afternoon, then upload stuff to your story. So just hit it with the jab.
So like, okay, so Facebook professionals recommend you uploading 1 to 2 times a day. Okay. Now you guys should be uploading every single day. So if you guys don't upload every single day and you guys miss a day, guess what you're going to do the next day? You're going to jump on a go live. Why? Because go lives go 10 times more further than post content when you're trying to grab algorithm.
I realized once you hit the 20-minute mark, it just goes even more viral. It goes more crazy. Like more people start to jump on. Have you noticed that when you hit the 20-minute mark?
Also, your head title is everything.
Yeah, head title makes it.
Your head title for a go live is everything. So on Monday.
Why is because in case someone's watching you, because you gotta understand most of the time people are at work and they can't really listen to it out loud. So if the head title catches them, they might save and watch it later.
Yeah.
Or they might put it down and watch it.
Mm-hmm.
So the head title might catch them.
Absolutely. So like on Monday we did a go live. It's called Are You Hitler? So it got so much freaking traction. I liked it so much. I'm going to pin it to the top of the page because it got so much traction within the first 24 to 48 hours. So if you guys, it happens. If you guys haven't scheduled content, you guys just remember I have a scheduled content for tomorrow.
I was going to remind you, but not while you're recording.
That's okay. So if you guys haven't remembered to schedule content, something happens, it happens. Okay. I'm not talking about getting lazy. If you're lazy, that's your problem. Something happens and you guys aren't able to post content or something happens at all. The next day, instead of uploading just a boring photo, jump on a go live straight away. Jump on a go live because that's going to push your content that would reach 10% of people to 50% of people. That 50% of people are going to invite it on your page. They're going to like your post and they're going to be liked on see your post, like your post. You're going to invite them and they're going to see your content more frequently. Okay, does that answer your question?
Yeah, it does. Thank you.
Okay, awesome. Also, you guys have heard me say this all the time. Every month or so, go and spend $50 on just boosting posts.
If you think it's fire.
Yeah.
If you think that you got a lot of traction compared to the rest, and don't forget you can always go to your insights.
Yeah.
And check it out.
So we've gone through everything, and now we're going to go through personal development. So like Abbas and I said before, Abbas always says that if you're passionate about something, It's
always in repetition.
Yes.
So passion is in repetition. So if you tell me something one time and never said to me ever again, then that means you're full of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you're passionate about something, you always talk about it, and eventually it's like a broken record. People get sick of it. Tariq, you want to speak?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, when you boost the post, do you put an end date for it or no?
Only for boosting posts, yes.
Yeah, boosting, yeah.
But like, say for example, you put a budget. They'll give you like, say for example, I want to spend $1 a day for 7 days. I'll just put budget $7 over 7 days.
Unless you actually want to do it for Ad Manager, then yeah. And after 6-7 days,
you can boost the post through Ad Manager anyway.
Yeah.
You can boost it, what I'm saying, but if you want to actually run like a normal ad, then you can. Yeah. Don't put an end date, just go end it yourself.
Yeah.
So now I had my ad running for 3 ad set, $2 a day each. Now I've got to have to see what's not working, and turn off the ones and put them on the budget on the one.
So you're scaling right now.
So right now we've got to jump on a Zoom call with you guys and find out.
Has it been 2 weeks, wasn't it?
Yeah, since before the kids turned 1. It was a Saturday.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks.
Like, so on the 10th of January we did it.
Perfect. Awesome. So right now we've got to jump on a Zoom call and figure out which insights are worthwhile and which one is worth keeping. If we find that it's too confusing, we'll add another ad set and then we'll just go from there.
All right. Thank you.
All right. So thank you.
Yeah, the self-development is key, because sometimes you might wake up like shit. Like Yusuf said today, he woke up, he wasn't feeling too well. That's where self-development comes in. That's why it's for the days that you actually don't feel good. The days that you can trick your mind to making yourself feel good.
Yeah.
And believe me when I tell you, got the power to make yourself feel good in a matter of 5 seconds if you really want to flip your mindset immediately, and it's possible.
Straight away.
It's been proven.
Yeah.
You got Tony Robbins that they said that he'll never talk ever again because his voice box was cut off. He grew one naturally. Apparently that's impossible. It's never happened before. But he believed that he could, and he done it.
I believe I could and I did.
Yeah.
So it just comes to the fact.
I want to get into sorry, cut you off. Vision. Vision is very, very important, because I believe, I don't know if you guys have never told me this, but I believe a lot of people approach you and they try to get you into something else.
Yep.
Believe me, it happens to me a lot. You don't have to reply. I don't reply, because that's not how you approach someone immediately, just asking something straight away. I believe that's why vision comes along. Because if you want to get somewhere in the future, it's like Kobe Bryant, because lately I've listened to Kobe Bryant a lot, because I don't really watch basketball, but you got to respect the hustle. You got to respect this person no matter what. He was one of the greatest basketball players, apparently. He got offered millions and millions of dollars when he was only 18 to play for a certain club, for a certain basketball thing. But this club has never won a championship, ever. He demanded to play for the Lakers, if this is right. I don't really follow basketball. Because why? Because his vision was online. He knew that the Lakers can get him the championships. He knew that Lakers had the repetition, they had the support to get him to that stage. You get what I'm trying to say? Because his vision. It's like when someone approaches me for some bullshit that they're selling, I know my vision. I know that this has nothing to do with what I want to be at. I'm not saying that he can't get you there, but it's not aligned with my vision. You get what I'm trying to say? That's why vision is very, very important. You know what I mean? Because this is where I want to be. This makes no sense for me to get me there. You know what I'm trying to say? Because I truly believe it's a magic and only a magic. Don't get me wrong, I've got other stuff going on, but it doesn't take up any of my time at all. I've got several investments, but it doesn't take any of my time besides the magic. That's why vision is very, very important.
We will be working with magic for a very long time.
You guys got to understand that, if you don't stand for something, then you stand for nothing.
Everyone can
you take it. You got to stand for something. You're also standing for nothing.
And a lot of people come into this business. They're like, "Oh, my mindset's great." Really? They last 2 weeks, and they're like, "Oh my god, I got a negative review."
Always ask people, it's like, okay, you're very well motivated. This is Eric Thomas. I don't know who he is. That means we're not really motivated then. It's simple as that. That's how you catch people out. I'm very motivated, and I love listening to motivational people. Who's the number one motivational speaker right now?
Eric Thomas.
Shows, obviously.
Just him out of the ring. So whatever you guys say, you guys have to believe with your whole physical being. Like, how many of you guys have held your goals every single day and listen to you like, this is what I want to achieve, this is what I'm going to achieve? You need to live, breathe, and eat and sleep your dream, your vision. Your vision is everything. Every single time you're eating dinner, I'm going to be the number one motivational speaker in the motherfucking world.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you want.
And that's what I want, okay?
But you understand, I can tell you something here right now. You already are. If you're competing for yourself, and you already are. Don't compete for anyone else. You already are. Because that's how you win. When you're only trying to get better. you know, like you're trying to get yourself better every single day. If you compare Eric Thomas, then you're always going to lose.
Well, what I found,
always going to lose, no matter what.
Best thing that I found is that, and it's just like Eric Thomas, he was #1 motivational speaker because he focused on his community first. I'm focusing on my community first. I'm inspiring and empowering women in my community first. Because if anything, we need it more than anything. Okay? So, like I said, I speak about my vision. I think everyone knows my goal because that's how passionate I am with it. You guys should be so passionate about your goal. You should be speaking about it every single time. Brody, we sat in the car with Brody last August when we went to visit him. He would flip songs to his visions. So, have you guys heard the song Last Time That I Checked?
Yeah, last time that I checked, I was 682-2. Last time that I checked, he just always...
You amp himself up. When he's making his shake, I'm going to do this with my damn Kangen water. It's going to make me this much money. Every single time he speaks to himself, it's about his goal.
Whenever I know, like sometimes you notice stuff in Brody as well. Whenever he goes, even if I go back to Joe right now, even if something goes bad right now, no one can never take it away from me, but I'm 682-2. I can go to my grave and you can put on my grave, I'm 682-2. I'm 682-this. And I'll achieve this. A person that was a bum, a person that slept on the street. I made it for 682-2. No one can ever take it away from me.
Yeah.
If Enagic was to close down, but no one can ever take it away from me, but I've been off work for 2 years. No one can ever take it away from me, ever. That's it. Own it.
And that's how you should be. That's why we tell you guys you need to read every single day. And when I say read, you actually need to read. And I don't have the book. Yes, I do. Hold on. I'll show you.
What book is it?
I don't know if I gave it out. Let's see if it's that copy.
Copyhead. What is it called?
It's called Every Girl Needs a Plan. Here you go.
Every Girl Needs a Plan.
So when we read books, this is why I prefer hard copies sometimes, okay?
So you know we've got more males on here than females.
That's fine. You guys can read this as well because it's actually congruent with both. So when you guys read a book...
Personally, I wouldn't buy that because it says every single girl needs a plan.
It doesn't matter. It's like the quotes are like just for planning, right? So you guys can use this with every single book. When you read a book, you're not supposed to just read it, okay? You're actually supposed to take it like a textbook, okay? So I don't know if you guys can see it. I've doggy pawned almost every single page. Every single thing on the page that inspired me, that I know that I can look back on, even now. I read it about a year ago. I listen back to it when I'm unmotivated or I'm stuck on content, and I read it and I use it. So, for example,
it's called Every Girl Needs a Plan.
Yes.
Every girl needs a plan.
So there's like I just opened a random page, and it says there's a crack in every single thing. That's how the light gets in. So I can create content from that. Perfectionism is the murderer of all things. Okay, and it also gives you who writes the thing. The reason why I do this, guys, is because I don't just read books. I study the book. You guys should study the book. There's actually a equation for you studying books. You should read it, take notes, put into action, use it. How the hell do I know from him? How do I know? And I've only read probably like Think and Grow Rich once. It didn't resonate with me.
I don't think you've read it all.
I think I read it like 75% of it. But how do I know Abbas knows the secret? Because he keeps talking about it so many times. Abbas found the secret within the Think and Grow Rich, and he was able to basically work upon it. It changed his life. Books change your lives. That's why people write them. They put their whole effort into a book. They put their love into a book. So when you're reading the book, you're actually reading their life lessons. So you know how you say, oh, you don't learn from someone else's lessons? Bullshit. Because every single book, every single great book is a lesson.
It's true. That's a book drop right there. Not a mic drop, book drop.
So your self-development is what holds you up on the bad days.
Self-development it's crucial also in this by saying this as well. You know, like you got to where you are right now. You know, this is you at 50% or 30%. You know, everybody knows what they really are. If I got to where I was in life without this, I'd probably say I was on 10%. That's me being honest with myself. I was at 10%. You know, I got to where I was in my life by doing nothing. You know, I took the first thing that ever came my way. I mean, but most drifters, that's what they do. Most people out there are drifters. They just take the first thing that gives them money. I dropped out of school and I started working at a factory. It was the first thing that paid me. But those people that are part of 1%, they don't take you know, the first thing that comes, you know, they question everything that comes their way. You know, poor people take whatever because they just need the money. But rich people think, but what's this job going to make me become? So you go into magic, what is it going to make me become? That's the question you got to ask yourself. What is it going to make you become? Who are you becoming? And you got to realize wherever I got today, I've done it by myself, or I've done it with her, or I've done it with him. What can I do today when I got William, I got Yusuf, I got Khaled, I got Fatma, I got Aziz, I got Tariq, and sorry if I got more people, but I can't really see anyone else. Yeah, that's all I can see right now. Imagine what I can do right now with these people around me. You know, your circle of influence. You know, you guys are my circle of influence because I speak to most of you guys every single day. And you got to understand that you got to let go of the old you. You can't step into the 1% and still be that person that's doing 10% or the 20% person or the 85% of people. You know, like you got to really step into this new person. You got to let go of the old you. And that's eventually you guys are going to go through it because we went through a long time ago and I believe we're still not 100% in it yet.
No, 100%.
I wouldn't say, but yeah.
You guys also have to understand, if you guys aren't moving forward, you're moving backward. So there's no such thing as stagnance. You stay stagnant for about a week, about 2 weeks. If you're not stepping forward, you're moving back. So right now,
So I can always debate with you.
that's fine. Debate, I don't mind. That's
Staying still is, for me, in my head, is the most dangerous thing. Going backward isn't bad for me because a boat can, you know, go left and right as long as you're moving. A helicopter, airplane, well, not really a helicopter, but airplane can go backwards, I believe it. You can only go forward. But in the end of the day, you can't fly unless it starts to move. You know, as long as there's direction. You know, technically speaking, a boat can't go left or right if it's staying still. The most important thing is keep moving because eventually you can go left, eventually you can go right.
The reason why I say stagnance is dangerous is because when you're moving back is because when you're stagnant, you're overthinking, you're overbearing power, like negative thoughts. You should push it back.
I spoke about this negative thoughts like compound interest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So compound interest, you know how us in school and most people these days tell you to go save up your money inside the bank. Why? So the government can benefit and they give you compound interest. The way I look at negativity and self-development is if you don't do self-development, it becomes like compound interest. Every single day you're getting more negative and more negative and more negative. So you're getting more negative every single day. So it becomes like compound interest. So that's why self-development, it's like it refreshes you. It's like you're grabbing everything that happened yesterday and deleting it. That's why I look at it. Giving the compound interest.
So the way we think about it, guys, is the person that you are has got into you to this point right now. In order for you to spend and move into the next you need to let some shit behind you.
It's true.
You need to like get rid of some dead weight. And that dead weight is your negative thoughts, your scarcity mindset, your mindset, and your like, what is it called? Self-limiting beliefs.
Yeah,
that's what gets
I'm going to tell you how I did it personally. You know, all my life I told myself I'm from Uguna and I only love Uguna and I'm this and I'm Arab and I'm this and I'm that. Look, let's all tell the truth. This is the hardcore truth. We're not from here. Every single one of us isn't from here. You know, we've all got the same father, we've all got the same mother. Technically speaking, we're all from heaven. So whenever you restrict yourself to one place, you got to understand every single person from Uguna think in one way. Person from Bankstown thinks one way. Arabs think a different way. Say, you're restricting yourself to a certain thing. Tell yourself, I am not from here. I came through here. You get what I'm trying to say? So that you can slowly unrestrict yourself. Because every single person from a different area think alike. You know, when I go to Topless, they think a different way. When I go to Lamina, they speak a different language, man. You know what I mean? They think they're right. Their way is always right. You got to understand that if you look at everyone as equal, and I came through Uguna, I came through Australia, technically speaking, we're all from heaven. It's the truth. Once you look at everyone as equals, you can't restrict yourself no more, ever. Every single person I see on things, like, man, I wonder how I relate to them.
when I think about like these bloggers that are on Instagram, and I'm like, okay, these people have 20K, 30K, 40K, 50K, almost 1 million followers. What's the difference between me and them? They were on Instagram first before me. That's it.
I believe when he first came on, you can actually, because I know my mate.
Yeah, it was very easy.
He gained, like in a matter of 2-3 days, he got about 15,000 followers.
Yeah.
And you just paid for it.
That's what I'm trying to say, guys. The only difference between us and you is we started before you. That's it. Okay. You guys can take it wherever you may. But just because
we started before you, it doesn't mean nothing. You guys can do one video and one post that actually goes crazy and you gain a lot of followers.
Correct. That's it.
I mean, there's 1%ers, you understand that they're very, very, very unique. By saying that, their mind works differently. They're like artists. They've always got something the next day. Like my mate Muhammad, he's always got something to say. He's always got something to write. Whatever he writes, he can make it sound good on lyrics. You know, and all my life I've known that because I grew up with this guy. All my life I've known that. No matter where we went, it was always center of attention. A couple of weeks ago, he dropped his first song ever. He got signed. It's all over YouTube if you guys want to look up Such Is Life. You know what I mean? I grew up with this guy. And believe me, I always knew one day I was going to do something different from everyone else because he was always different than everyone else.
Oh, 100%. Okay. Well, I can't say anything like that. I hope you guys got a lot of value out of this and can understand exactly about personal development and Facebook disapprovals. I'm going to add the Facebook positivity scan into Team or Call group, and then you guys can basically look it up every single time you guys use it for your posts. Much love, fam. I hope you had a beautiful night, and we'll speak to you guys soon.